because I was putting together this list of movies I'm excited for in 2018, and it was like a scroll. Like it looked like the Declaration of Independence.
I saw your first draft.
I was like, I have to delete a bunch of those. So I'm just letting you guys know up front, there are a lot more that I'm not going to get to in here. So just let me know what you're excited for, and we can talk about it out of this live. But first up, I'm going to kick it off with action movies because I was like the biggest Tomb Raider fan, especially the 2013 game that came out. And they are doing a movie actually based off of that video game starring Alicia Vikander. And it looks pretty much shot for shot like the video game. So I'm extremely pumped for that. Unfortunately, video game movies are just across the board basically a critical failure, but this is something that I'm just like really holding out for, like, please, for the love of God. Another movie that is helmed by women, we've got our Ocean's 8, which is our all-female Ocean's movie, more of a crime comedy instead of an action movie, but that's going to bring together Rihanna, Sandra Bullock, Cate Blanchett, Anne Hathaway, and way more. I don't know if you've heard of any of these ladies, but they are pretty famous.
They're breakthrough one day.
One day they're going to get their big break.
Yeah, almost there. This is it, sweetie. You got it.
Moving on to what is now my favorite season of the year. I don't know what you've done to me in our friendship because now I'm like really into Halloween and fall. But we are getting our return of Jamie Lee Curtis as Laurie Strode in the final showdown between Laurie and Michael Myers. Yes, they're getting rid of, you know, one of the other Halloween movies, I guess, but not all of them, but some of them.
Didn't she die?
Yep, they're getting rid of that one. So this is said to be the final film in the Halloween franchise, at least for Jamie Lee Curtis, possibly. I don't really believe that. I think they're gonna bring that back, but that's October 19th. Moving on to comedy. So I'm a big fan of Talladega Nights, Step Brothers, anything with Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly. And people haven't really been talking about this, but there's a Holmes and Watson movie coming in November.
With them?
With them.
I actually have not heard about this.
I haven't heard about this at all.
Bringing these two guys back together. I haven't heard too much about it, so I'm wondering how stuck on the schedule that is, but it
still looks promising.
That
looks like a moment.
This Getty still looks promising. And then on 420, Super Troopers 2, the highly anticipated sequel to the 2002 movie. The Troopers are back, getting into more shenanigans. That's a joke from the first movie.
Right
meow.
Right meow.
But that's not family friendly. You know what is? There's quite a few actually. Call me a hipster, but Wes Anderson is one of my favorite filmmakers of all time. And we haven't got a movie from him in 4 years since Grand Budapest Hotel, but he's back with Isle of Dogs. And it's kind of in the vein of like a Fantastic Mr. Fox kind of stop motion thing going on there.
Yeah, that's
got a star-studded cast. I am just so excited. So that's
had me
March
at
23rd. Yeah. Adorable.
I'm ready.
And it's literally about an island of dogs.
Oh, I want to live there.
And there's only been like a very minor teaser of this, but Pixar is bringing The Incredibles back with Incredibles 2. This was like the most minor teaser trailer, and people lost their minds. Lost their minds. So yeah, The Incredibles are back. Jack is back, and he's got powers, and the family's figuring that out. Another movie that is not Pixar, but a lot of people think it is for some reason, is Wreck-It Ralph. So Ralph Breaks the Internet is the sequel. And I gotta be honest, I was not excited about this movie initially, but then I went to D23 over the summer where they showed a lot of preview footage. And this movie, I've never laughed so hard at like a kid's movie in my entire life. Parents are gonna be dragging their kids to the theater to see this because it's a Disney property, so they're incorporating all the Disney princesses are in it, most of them at least, and some Star Wars characters, and they, you know, Ralph, etc. They all interact with them, and it's so freaking funny.
Were you a fan of the first one?
Yes.
I
was
loved
too. I loved it, but I wasn't
I thought it was so cute.
I wasn't super like, I was like, cool, sequel, that'll be nice.
You didn't need a sequel.
I didn't need it.
But now they presented it, and now you're like, oh
and now
my
I'm
gosh.
like, okay, Disney.
All right.
I'm into it.
I'm excited.
So here's what is the sentence I say every year, you guys? It's the year of the superhero movie.
Every year for the past 3 years.
Believe it or not, there are 7 superhero movies dropping in 2018, and I'm just going to list them off because if we get into them, it's going to be too much. So we've got Black Panther, Avengers Infinity War, Deadpool 2, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Venom, X-Men Dark Phoenix, and Aquaman. That's not all the superhero movies, that's at least all the comic book ones. I'm sure I'm missing a few superhero ones, you know what I mean? But of those, I've got to say Black Panther is like my most highly anticipated solo/standalone movie. It looks amazing, and I'm really in love with Chadwick Boseman and Michael B. Jordan. What's up?
Didn't we talk about them last year, too?
They're definitely watching this. Yes,
definitely did.
And but that solo movie is finally here because they were in.
I didn't know we were getting an Aquaman standalone.
Yes, and you know what? I gotta say, I was like not excited about him, and then I watched Justice League, and he is like this bro-y kind of dude, but I loved it.
I just love looking at Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
So I'm like ready for it.
I like that too. We did have this conversation last year. But Avengers Infinity War is like the Olympics of superhero movies. Not the Super Bowl, it's the Olympics. We're bringing everyone together, all the Marvel characters for a big showdown. I don't know who's gonna make it out, but let's take a little bit of a look at this trailer.
But this does put a smile on my face.
Slow motion runs.
Doesn't look good for someone at least. Yeah, it's gonna be real dark, real fast.
Make your predictions now. Who do you think's gonna die? We did not plan this.
We're putting her on the spot.
This is like a wild prediction, and like I have no grounds to even say this. I feel like they could maybe kill off Thor and then do a solo Valkyrie movie.
Interesting.
It's like, that's like a wild thing that I'm just putting into the universe
like-
that's gonna be wrong.
But is this a spoiler if I talk about Thor stuff, though? People have already seen it. Whatever.
Spoiler
You should have
alert.
seen Thor.
Haven't seen Thor.
Came out over.
Sorry.
Came out a month ago.
Okay,
Close
good.
your
He
ears.
already lost his eye and his hammer. I think he's been through enough.
It's true, but you just gotta think about the behind the scenes. How much does Chris Hemsworth want to keep doing this? You know what I mean? Same with Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans. Like, they're not gonna be in it forever. I feel like they're nearing the
end of their
end of their journey and
Yes.
setting up for new people. So I feel like one of those three is not going to have the best of luck. I don't know who it's going to be. I just picked Thor like erroneously, but who knows? So while not quite a superhero, but a hero nonetheless, The Last Jedi is here, like now, but we only have to wait 5 months until we get our next Star Wars movie because the Han Solo movie, Solo, a Star Wars Story, is coming. May 25th. And yeah, this picture is the only one we have because that's the only one they put out so far, but it is obviously outdated because Phil Lord and Chris Miller are no longer the directors. It's Ron Howard, but hey, we've got Donald Glover in there as Lando, which I'm really excited to see, and who knows what that story will be. Probably the Kessel Run, 14 parsecs, they're 12, whatever. But the bummer about that is that we don't get another Star Wars movie until episode 9.
So my question is why they typically do December releases. So why are they doing May?
I believe what it was is they wanted to kind of get back to the May release, which was what the original films were. But then, so they wanted to do that with Han Solo, and then they actually switched up the directors for episode 9 as well. It was supposed to be Colin Trevorrow, and now it's going to be J.J. Abrams again, so they kind of had to push it back to December to give him a little more time. I love the December tradition. I hope they keep it, but I think they're kind of toying with. My prediction is that eventually it'll be 2 a year, and they'll do like a May-December thing. But I think they're a little bit of ways off from it.
I think December's awesome because, I mean, it's something you share with your dad, right?
Yeah.
So it's nice to like be together at the holidays and like be able to share it with your family if you grew up on it.
It's a nice holiday thing for sure.
Yeah.
Also, it's nice to have that one really big holiday movie to really look forward to because May, it's jam-packed with so many other movies.
Yeah, and Marvel always has a big movie, so I don't know.
Superhero season.